say times I can be misunderstood. Yeah. There'll be good days and bad days, like the preacher said it would. All I ask is you will try loving me. All I ask is you will try loving me. 'Cause loving me ain't easy.
What's going on, and welcome to Black King's Free Game. It's your boy King Conda, the People's Champ, and I'm live and direct in the building. And I'm live and direct in the building with someone that could know some of my deepest, darkest thoughts. None other than our other assistant pastor at Midway Congregational Church, Pastor Ivory. We'll give it up. We'll give it up. How you doing today, pal?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Man, you know, people tend to think that if you are a person that preaches the word of God, that every day is just blessed and highly favored. And I'm here to tell you guys that everybody goes through things. Because right now I can sit here and tell you that I know Pap probably ain't had no sleep in a few days. Or maybe even a few months. But I'm going to tell you congratulations on that also. Congratulations to that,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So you only got 3 more to go.
No, that's it, man.
You said that's it?
No, that's it right here, man.
What you mean?
This it, man.
Nah, man, you know, need about to have one.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Lord,
You gotta
right,
know
baby.
when to tap out. You gotta know when to tap out.
I don't know about that one now.
Look, y'all, I can barely get her to talk, but she talking today.
She
You hear
sure
that?
is.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, I gotta give a big shout out to that woman back there on the ones and twos,
Big
helping
sis.
making the dream come true.
Yes, it is.
That is none other than Queen Mosley. Queen Mosley, thank you so much for everything you do, baby girl. You hear
Appreciate
me?
you, big sis.
I love you, woman. I love you. So on today, you guys, we do have Pastor in the building, along with Aristotle and along with myself. But we always start the show off like this. Pal, how was your week?
Man, it was all right. Some low moments, but we got through it. You know, some moments where I had to push. I ain't feel like pushing, but we got through it. Yeah. And sometimes you have to learn how to run the play. You gotta run the play. Yeah.
You know, that's deep now. See, you're already getting deep. This what I'm talking about, y'all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. But we're gonna move on. King Myers, how's your week been?
Oh, my week's been pretty good. Work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, half a day Wednesday. So I'm off for the next week and a half.
Oh yeah, that's right. But
Yeah.
you know why he off, y'all? Cause it's my dog birthday. It's my dog birthday. It's going down.
Yeah.
And look, y'all don't even understand, man. He got this party. He got at least $600,000 worth of partying going on for a week and a half.
No, Mark, you got the pastor right here next to you. You lie like that.
We talking about. Look, can I do what I do? Look, King Boston checking in. What's going on, King
Then
Boston?
I'm gonna get messages. Why you invite me?
Yeah,
Nah, I ain't got time
so you
for
ain't
that.
tell them all about the yacht. Well, see, if y'all don't know about the yacht, look. If y'all
One
don't
day.
know about
One
the
day.
yacht, then that's not my fault. That means that you didn't pay, because I paid my $600. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be
That's
on
a
the
steep
yacht,
price there.
and then where were we supposed to be going to Miami, catching the flight down there, private plane?
Probably.
Okay, and then I know you had booked that club that is nothing but pillows, right? See, yeah, we ready. We live and direct. I'm telling you, his birthday Sunday is going down, y'all. Nah, y'all don't forget to wish King Myers a happy birthday. Y'all know how to reach out to him on all platforms. But yeah, speaking of your birthday, Eddie, how's it feel?
Blessing to see another. You know, I know people who didn't make it this far.
Yeah.
So, you know, seeing another 365 is just a blessing to me.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems like no birthdays keep ramping up, bro. It's like, hey, man, I just had a birthday. Now it's back around. Lord.
Yeah.
Now I understood, because when I was younger, it was like time was just going You know
Slow.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then life hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as life hit, it's like either time is gonna speed up or it's gonna slow down, depending on what you're going through.
Nah, it's just the time you don't pay attention to it because you're so used to you handling all the other stuff that comes with being an adult. So you never
Facts.
pay attention to the time until that birthday hit.
Yeah.
Facts.
And when that birthday, he be like, man,
Yeah,
Jesus.
the birthday hit or them gray hairs hit, one of the two.
Nah, that's when you wake up in the morning and you stretch and that crack. That's when you really know that.
Yeah,
telling you.
King Boxing said big Leo energy. Whatever, man. Y'all jokers.
Hey,
Anyway,
hey, man, you know how it is, man. Leo season.
look, speaking of that crack, man, yeah, I remember that, man, because I used to hop up out the bed and get to moving.
Yeah.
Now I hop up out the bed, you kind of got that, you like, ooh, goodness,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
Then your body got to adjust and you got to
Yeah.
get your balance together. It's like, what?
What happened?
Yeah, I understand that, Bubba. But pushing on through. Pal, we're going to go and hit it like this. Something I heard that I wanted to relay to you, and it really touched me in a way that I could understand it. So when I was boxing, you know, training and everything, right?
Right.
When I was training my trainer, you know, we keep doing repetitive things. Pop, pop, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pop, 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 and I hit it. Pop, pop, right?
Yeah.
And you know, the consistency is key. And then he'll tell me the combos. I want you to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And one thing I realized is every time I knew I was gonna throw that combo, I knew them pads were gonna be there. Pop,
Right.
pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because throwing a combination and the pad not being there, you know, it kind of throw your balance off.
Yeah.
But it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? When he hitting all them combinations, he become used to it. And if he told me, hey, I need you to put these gloves on, I didn't even look at how much the gloves weigh. I didn't look at the padding. I didn't look at none of that. All I did was put it on because I knew that my trainer wouldn't put more on me than what I could do.
That's it.
And see, that's kind of like the relationship with God.
Right.
You get to a point that you've been trained in trying to handle situations. And I want my mind, and I want the other kings' minds out there to understand this, man. We go through things. Some of these things you feel like you keep repeating, right? But if you keep repeating it, then you should already know the pattern. You should already know when to bob and weave with it, when to move, what to do, how to make it easier on yourself, and you already know that God wouldn't put more on you than you can bear in the first place.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of men, they lose track and sight of that, man, because there's some heavy things going on. What's going on, King Ortiz? How you doing, sir? Thank you for watching, Councilman. Claire Robinson in the building. We appreciate y'all. Don't forget to double tap, hit that button, and also share the post, y'all. Share it out. And don't forget it's hot out there. If you have any creepy crawlers, I need you to call 1-844-MAGNUM-1. That's 1-844-MAGNUM-1 to get rid of all your bugs or pests that you have going on. Also, you ready to buy a house? Are you ready to go ahead and get into something that is yours? Call your boy. Go to yourhomechamp.com. Look up any home you like, and I will assist you with it. I'm even on the page. You'll see me talking. You click little me, ask me a question, and we'll get it popping. So don't forget to hit up the People's Champ for your house buying needs. Now, Oscar Scraps, look, if y'all need candles, y'all need candle wax, y'all need candle pies, you need candle custard, you need candle mustard. He's the man that can get it done.
Okay.
OscarScrapsLLC.com. Don't forget it. But Pap, I know you paint, right?
Yeah, man.
Look, what's the name of the business?
It's Michael's Coat.
Michael's Coat.
The coat of many colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, he even got it biblical in that, man. God,
I'm trying to tell you, man.
dog.
Yeah.
So for all your painting needs, and that's inside and out,
Inside and out. Yeah.
inside and out, Michael's Coat. How did he get in contact with you?
912
Yes, sir.
820 2950.
Y'all heard that? 912-820-2950 for all your painting needs. That's inside and out.
I'm be hitting them up so then.
I know that's right. Get that Michael's coat. What's going on, John? Appreciate you watching, Bubba. So, pal, today I wanted to talk about some things that's, more closer to me. And I know last month was men's mental health, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too many things going on with men's mental health as usual. It wasn't a whole bunch of programs and empowerments, and because I guess us men, we just get it how we live.
Right.
So I noticed that there's some young men out there struggling, man, with depression. They struggling with anxiety. They're struggling with just figuring out where they are and who they are in life. Life isn't the same as when we were growing up, man. And a big part of that is, young men used to look forward to having a family.
Right.
Used to look forward to having a family, falling in love. And nowadays, that's not the same no more, pal. It's not the same. They sometimes you see that women don't trust men and men don't trust women.
Right.
And it's gotten real ugly. I remember when we used to write letters, we had to put the time, the mood.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I
remember that.
I did that a couple of times.
You got to listen
Then you
to
had
the
to fold
music.
it.
Yeah, then you had to fold it.
The better way you fold it, the more interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you had to go play a song while you read the letter.
Yeah.
That's
Song
why you
with the
put
letter.
the song with the letter.
Yeah. I remember that. That's crazy.
They don't do that no more. The text messages done got dry. It's more, you gonna send me a cash out? That's what these guys are getting now. Like, what was it? I saw it on TikTok. You got to cash app a woman before you can get her number. Like, that's wild.
That's crazy.
So your internal instinct, you can't even kick that out no more. 'Cause that's not how it's run in 2026.
Right.
Not on the gun line, boss.
Exactly.
That ain't it.
That's crazy.
That ain't it. But what are some things that you think that young men can do, or what are some wise words you could tell them to help get them on track, pal?
Man, I was thinking about what you were saying with the boxing.
Yes, sir.
And I feel like the best athletes train in the off season. You can't wait till you meet her to get ready for her.
Facts.
So you have to train and so till it becomes second nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? First, I think you have to develop how to treat yourself before you can learn how to treat somebody else.
Facts.
And then a lot of times you have to wait on God, the God factor. A lot of times, we go online, silverfox.com, and,
Yes.
and you looking for what you like.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes what you need is more important.
Yeah.
So I think that you have to really learn who you are so you can explain that to somebody else. A lot of times, especially with black men, we were told that it's weak to be weak or to be vulnerable. And so we keep a lot of stuff in, and I think that's where we crash out.
All right. I'm glad you said that. Johnny Quest, what's up, baby? When can we be vulnerable, pal? Let's be real, man. It's hard to be vulnerable, man, because a lot of times when we come out with our things that we're vulnerable, it gets thrown back up in our face.
Right.
You know what I mean? And of course, it is whoever you're sharing with, and you can't control somebody else's emotions. But when that's all they got is all of your faults, and they start throwing your faults back up in your face, men don't want to hear that. So what we do is we tend to retain. Like, who do we share that with?
Yeah. It's good to have community, man. Have a mentor, people you can trust. It's good to pray. A lot of times, not being honest is not really helping you anyway. So I think it's a man thing to even be honest about how you feel.
Yes.
Because real is rare, but fake is everywhere. And so many people, we done got accustomed to pretending. If I was a director, I would say cut. I'm trying to tell you, if I had me to look, man, I would say stop acting like you got it together
Yes.
and be honest. And I think whenever you ready, that's when transformation happens. When you be like, I'm tired of this, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So I think we should have the conversations. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And be honest. I think a lot of times be some fluff in the conversation. We don't, it's levels of vulnerability where we give a little bit, but not all. You should give all. If you're gonna be in something, and because I like bears.
Yes. Yes.
My saying is, if you're gonna be a bear, you might as well be a grizzly.
Yeah. That's
So if you're gonna do it, you might as well do
it.
Ain't no sense of just acting like you're gonna do it. So I think if you're gonna have the talk, have the talk. Be 100. And so I think that's the first step, being honest. And I think that's why God said go in your closet, so you could be straight up with him. You don't have to pretend and act like you got it together, but you could come to God like, God, I missed the mark. A lot of times, the truth be told, the honesty in it, that it's me, oh Lord. I dropped the ball. Sometimes the reason she don't trust me because of what I did when we first met.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and people don't forget easily. And so, just working taking it day by day and building till you get the relationship you want.
I get that. Now, Eddie,
Yep.
how are you at being vulnerable nowadays, bro?
I'm a little bit more vulnerable with my wife. When we first met, I wasn't, because I was raised up like that. Then I joined the military, and the military kind of hardened me too.
Reinforce that.
To where it was like, it wasn't necessarily reinforced, but seeing and doing the things that I did when I was in the military kind of decategorized me from that feeling to actually even feeling anything. Like, it was like, okay, we're going to war. All right, doing 2 tours and dealing with what I'm dealing with and seeing what I seen. It just did something to me to where feeling was never, to be soft was never something that I wanted to do. But now it's kind of like, I learned that I needed help. I think that's one of the main things that a lot of us men don't want to accept, that we might need to go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Whether it's a professional or somebody, in the aspect of things. And I think that's where I did the first step, was I went and seek professional help. Because I had to be a better person for not just me, not for my family, but just as a different person for the community. Because as a black man, they look at us already as angry.
Right.
And that's where I got my nickname from, is Oscar, because of Oscar the Grouch from the Trash Can. Because my cousin was like, man, why you always grouchy for, angry? And I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
And it never was my nature to be angry like that, or I never even portrayed it, but it's just my aura that I had. So it kind of stuck with me, but I just learned to, be better, and seek the help. And now, I'm a little bit more, I'm not quite open. She still asks me certain questions that I won't answer, because she just wants to be nosy.
Yeah.
She'd be like, so, how many confirmed kills do you have? And I still won't answer that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's something that you don't need to know.
Right.
That's something that you don't need to understand. But she'll do it jokingly, but I know she slick still wants to know, because she's been asking me for 10 years now. So, but it's just one of those things, like, it's the person, and the person that understands. The person has to want to change.
Yeah.
You can say until you're blue in the face, you need to change, but if that person don't want to change,
They're not changing.
then they're not. And it ain't about, he don't want to change for you. He might not want to change for himself.
Right.
And you thinking it's all about a person, but it might just be that person is afraid of who they really will see. Or relive some of the things that they relive. So people like to forget. They like to push things in the back of their mind that they forgot, to build a person of who they really are, who they want to be. But I think in order for you to be who you really are, you have to face who you were.
That's true. Wow, that deep, man.
That's Aristotle, man.
Yeah. Listen, I learned that from my son. 3 o'clock in the morning, and unless I burp him, I can't lay him down. He irritated. And a lot of time I think we have stuff built up and we ain't let it out.
Yeah.
And you come off as arrogant or aggressive. And even I learned from football, the reason they wear helmets is to protect the mind.
Yes.
So mental health is important. I think counseling is important. And when you're ready to stop playing with who you were, you will do the research. You will do the work. So I think that's important, that you have to guard your grill. And sometimes you have to, the difference between Ali and what's Mayweather
Yes.
is you have to learn how to, you know what I'm saying?
Move,
yeah, and protect my mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn them negative thoughts and what people say, and you gotta learn how to weave it. You know what I'm saying? It take time, but I think it's the training that it takes. You know, man, and it's very important.
I think a lot of folks, like we've all been there, and a lot of people think that they're alone.
Right.
You know, a lot of people lose it because they think they're the only ones that's going through it, and they think nobody else understands. And like you said, we the Great Pretender. CeeLo Green got a song called "It's the Great Pretender," right? And he's talking about all of that stuff. And you know, since we're talking about it now, I'm getting the song even more of what he was talking about. But since we're out in public, you know, I see Eddie, you might see me, I see you. We might be going through something, but we don't let nobody else know it. They'll never know it. Right. So that's why a lot of people say, man, he ain't going through nothing. You never know.
Yeah.
You're not alone out there, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me, Kings? Listen, I'm talking to you guys. Listen, you're not alone. We all go through things. Every morning we get up and you have to decide right then, okay, I'm going to get up, get moving, get this day started. I'm going to get this done to move towards this goal. The motivation is a big thing. Motivated. You got to get motivated. Even when you feel like crap, you got to get up and get motivated. Our brother, Dr. Alway, King Alway. King Alway is up in age, right? That joker get up every morning and does his workout. And I'm like, man, well, I need to get up every morning and do my doggone workout because that joker's in shape. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about I want to be 60 in my 60s and still able to bend and do push-ups but you see people now in their 40s and they can't do it.
That's true. Yeah. I know sometimes I have some issue, but you know, like respect to the army.
Yes.
Sometimes I see them running in them shorts. It's in wintertime. I'm like, man, what they got going on? And I've learned that if you could do it uncomfortable, if you could do it when it's not popular, or even cold showers, I know people take because, you know, most time we want it in the middle. We want a little warm and a little cold water. But I think as men, we have to be the ones in the forefront to kind of push. Then our wives looking and our children are watching.
Yes.
And what it means to keep going, you know what I mean, in a positive way. And the difference that I've discovered is what I thought I could do on my own without God, man, I'm telling you, listen, you want to wear yourself out? People getting gray early. I'm trying to tell you, some women don't need Mac.
Now you got jokes.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, like, there's some people, I'm telling you, they aging fast. And it's because they're trying to do things that they wasn't built to do. Jesus says, cast all your cares on me. He didn't tell us to tote nothing. He said, give it to me. And I think when we do that, and I think in the black church, it seems like the men run the street and the women run the church. Because a lot of times the men ain't in place. And I think it's dangerous when we take God off the table and we get in trouble. Yeah, man.
Yeah, look, I tend to agree with that. And the reasoning behind that, though, is a lot of guys, you know, because I talked to them about it, they say they don't feel like hearing nobody mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I just let them have it. I think men have tend to have given up on that, man. And
Right.
it's sad because they just want peace.
Yeah.
And I keep telling them, I'm like, look, this ain't gonna be the peace you want, because just because you know you don't want to deal with it doesn't mean that later it's about to get better. Everything gonna be worse because you ain't stepped in before it started failing.
Right.
And see, that's my concern, is that we're trying to live for our peace, that we're gonna let all of the pieces that would be our peace later on just crumble. And then when we go back there to try to recover it, it's already gone.
Right.
So, I'm just urging people, look, find you a church home, Bubba. Find you someone that you can talk to. I mean, yes, our friends can do it, but having a spiritual guide, a spiritual leadership is very, very important, because we keep trying to solve things on our own.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff you're not going to solve on your own. You're going to need divine intervention. And you're going to need to see the power of God. And a lot of you have seen the power, but I guess in your mind, you didn't know it was him. You just thought you got lucky.
Exactly. And it's crazy to me that we pay a trainer, to tell us where we wrong,
Yes.
what we need to do. You need to work on this. You need to drink more water. You need to flip this tire. And I think a lot of time with black men is listening. Like, I don't want to hear nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I think that could be a problem as well. So
Yeah, with that hearing. Yeah, that is true, man. I guess, what about who can we trust to listen to, though?
yeah,
Every time you turn around, somebody's telling you, oh, well, these people, everybody is crooked and everybody's going to get you. And like, we started off bad. In the 80s, we had nothing but support, foundation. And what I'm saying that is, even the programs you watched was about support, foundation, and family.
right.
Nowadays, it's about, you get temporary support. You plotting to get the people that's not within your circle out of here. And then once you plot to get them up out of here, and it's just y'all four left, only one person can win at this point. Now you got to turn your back on the people that you sat there and conspired with to get them up out of there. So it's like they turned the whole dynamic around.
Yeah.
It's like people look at other people and they're like, nah, man, you only just trying to get your way up to the top.
Right.
Because only one person can win. And that's all we see is the glitz and glamour, especially on social media.
That's true.
You see people living this life, but you don't ever see the hard times.
Right.
You don't ever see what they going through on the inside.
Right.
Because if they show you that, you wouldn't watch.
That's right. That's the truth.
You wouldn't watch.
Yeah.
Now, Eddie,
You're
question. How long were you in the military?
9 years.
9 years. Wow. So, and you went to 2 wars.
Mm-hmm.
You got deployed twice.
Yeah.
Which wars were those?
Afghanistan and Iraq.
Okay. Yeah, you was over there in the dry heat.
Yeah, it was hot. By 9 o'clock in the morning, it's already 90 degrees outside. Yeah, it's no joke
See,
out
that
there.
military stuff, I ain't with all
And then you in like full gear, so it's even hotter. Like, that was the only thing that was good about it, was like it was dry heat, but when you got on almost 40, 50 pounds of equipment gear on you, it's more, that's a lot hotter than that. Then you inside some of these trucks. Now, they, like the Humvees, we had new vehicles. They were called MRAPs at the time. They were the newest vehicles. They were like the Cadillacs. So they had like the air conditioning and stuff in it. But if you're a gunner, you don't feel none of that.
God. Your head out that window.
Yeah, your head out on the top.
Yeah.
Like out the hatch. You just sitting there.
Hey, Dr. Karen Bell.
You like one of the first targets. So shout out to those who've been through that. Those who will eventually go through that. It's a scary moment. They say the first 90 days of wars, you go into wars, the worst, because by 90 days you're accustomed to just whatever. We would hear bombs going off in the fob, and we'd be laying in the bed. It was like, whatever, go to sleep. If it blow wherever I'm at least I'm asleep.
I don't know it.
So you don't
And
know.
a lot of time when I see a soldier and I say thank you for your service, That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The 90-degree weather, and I'm talking about sleeping in the woods and in the sand. That's what I be talking about, man. It's something to that, man.
See, the difference is we haven't really had any of that go on for a long time, right?
Right.
And I believe that mentality became soft, right? Like you hear people even now, because I thank our service members, but if they never been through, then when they get there, we softened a lot of our ways, and then it's like, oh, nah, this is too much. And then you looking at an enemy that ain't thinking nothing like that because their life different. They're well, that's all you. I'll sit out here for 14 days with one piece of bread.
Waiting to do what they need to do.
Do what they need to do. Yeah. See, we lost that hunger in that fight, and we started really. I don't even know how would you say what it was? Is it over? Almost like a mother would do, like over nurturing. Yeah,
but the Army's gotten a little different. Times change, so with that, of course, the Army and everything around is going to change. I tell all the time when I used to work as a career skills program installation coordinator for Fort Stewart and like 8 other different. They used to tell them like, yo, y'all pull out these stress cards, but you're not gonna pull out no stress card more.
Yeah.
You're gonna pull out that stress card, they're gonna shoot your hand and that stress card clean off. They don't care about that. But I think the way the world is fighting wars now is not the combat kind of thing we used to. Right. More because, like I said, the world and what we live in has changed. It's been more computerized, so now we're looking at drones fighting more. Right. They're trying to incorporate these robots and fighting and stuff like that. So the hand-to-hand combat is becoming less and less, needed. You can shoot a missile from the water.
Yeah, facts.
And hit a direct target that's like countries over.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Pilots. I think pilots are the real overworked ones.
Yeah, people are sitting right at home or right here, as I say, United States, and controlling a drone that's going hundreds of thousands of miles away and seeing everything. Wow. So you never know. So the world has changed to that aspect of things. But it still has its, you still have 11 Bravos, grunt work. We still have these different people who have to do things that naturally they wouldn't do, but has to do, So, yeah, the world has definitely changed and the military has changed. And it's just changed with time. That's all. I tell people all the time, the Terminator series is coming sooner or later.
Yeah.
But I'll probably be dead and gone by the time get that.
Definitely
but it's definitely coming. It's already literally almost here.
Yeah, to be honest. Honestly speaking, yes. Hey, now, Pap, well, where'd you grow up?
Man, I might as well say Hinesville. But I born in Texas by way of Miami.
Okay.
And then we got to Savannah, Georgia, and then Mama was like, that's a little too fast. So then we came to Hinesville. So it was a good medium.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my dad was in the military, the crazy thing.
Okay.
And I was born in the military hospital, William Beaumont, El Paso, Texas.
El Paso.
And I feel like just talking with you or listening to you, that I think as men, we need first sergeants. You know what I'm saying? To be like, come on. And what they do is they train young kings to be new kings.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have I notice with soldiers, they got a certain mentality.
Yeah, reptilian.
You know what I'm saying?
The reptilian brain.
They teach you how to push when you don't feel like going.
Right.
And I think that has to be taught. Because like you were saying with the stress cards, some situations the stress card won't work.
No.
Oh, no.
Sometimes you got to pull
But you go across the water, that stress card is useless.
You done been hit. You got to keep going. You can't be like, I'm time out.
Yeah, right.
And some things they can't be caught. It has to be taught.
Yes.
And you have to teach people. And sometimes teaching is just by doing it. Like when they see dad go to counseling, when they see you focus on your mental health, they be like, my dad did this. And I can learn from him. So I think men that are good leaders should start leading. Like, what can I do? Can I be an assistant coach? I might not know the game like somebody else do. but I can learn it. So I think that's what we need. We need people that's gonna get in the front.
Yes. And it's just hard finding the volunteers, man, because I remember they had the STAR program down here. They still have Youth Challenge, but the STAR program has so many jokers getting together. Them kids, the parents had to sign the little waiver, right? But you had men there, and they wasn't no joke. It was like, you think you here like this ain't no summer school.
Right.
This ain't who you think you talking to. It wasn't no hands off. It was hands on. It was more I jack your butt up on that wall, because I think what a lot of people missing is boys are different. I don't care what your books say and all these people that think they know. Boys are different, man. We operate different, and that's why you have a lot of parents that's scared of their own kids.
Yeah.
Because when a young man is growing up and then he gets to a point in the house, he know that he can take everybody out physically. And then his mind hadn't been drawn to discipline or knowing where his line of respect should stop.
Right.
Now you getting into dangerous ground. Now you get to a point to where you know you can't control this kid. But that's where I say, where the fathers at? You know, because I remember when my dad jacked me up. You know what I'm saying? It was a moment in life where, I that was wrong. I don't need to do that no more.
Right.
You know? So when you saw some of the kids in the STAR program, they might have been terrorists on the street. But then you see after the second day at STAR, they completely different. Because they learned that boundary of respect. And they knew that it was somebody that's going to be greater than them. They're not the baddest person on the planet.
That's right. Yeah. And I love what the Bible said. It said, "Train up a child in the way." And a lot of the reason why they get out the way, because they haven't been trained.
Yes.
You can't get mad with young people that's not respectful if you didn't teach them to be respectful.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They do what they're taught. They look at how you treat your wife. They look at how you talk to other people, and they don't necessarily learn from what you tell them. They learn by what you do.
Yes.
And so you got to be the first partaker and let them follow suit.
Lead by example.
Yeah. And it's a metaphor I use all the time. Sitting on your hood with a messed up car, nobody will help you. But if you open the car door and start pushing, people come from everywhere. You were like white, black. I was like, where in the world? If you doing something, people will help
They
you.
see you trying.
But if you ain't doing that, ain't nobody gonna help you. And so sometimes we gotta teach them that you, even if the car ain't got no gas and messed up, I can still push it.
Yeah.
You know, it's something I can do to learn to be solution based and not always calling out problems. And just simple things like that we teach them. Well, give me a solution. You done gave me a problem, give me a solution. Just give them a different way of thinking. And so I think that's important.
That's facts. That's facts. Growing up in Hinesville, what are some of the biggest changes that you noticed around in the county?
Listen, the police, them tickets done got relentless. You hear me? Hinesville looked like a metropolis. Like, if you look at our library, look like some people look like a small university. And so I've seen some. I'm like, now they ain't. I know they probably aim at the military.
Yes.
But I'm like, my God, I was like, it wasn't that bad back in the day. But it done got real bad. But other than that, it's a good place to raise kids.
Yes.
I like Hinesville.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, midway to country. You know what I'm saying? Ludowici, I'm starting to get used to. It's a little different. But yeah.
Well, with the painting business, what made you want to get into painting?
Man, that's glad you asked that. It brings back memories. I'm trying to get, my uncle put me on a lawnmower. I couldn't operate it. He snapped on me. Get off. Cause you know back then they ain't had no patience.
Right, yeah,
Get
no.
off.
Get off.
So he said, get this paintbrush and paint this picket fence. And so that's the first time I picked up a paintbrush.
Found his
And before I knew it, I was like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
And he looked at it. He said, you did? I said, yeah. And so that's why I think that we should put different things in our children's hands.
To see what they...
To see what, like Serena, they probably wasn't thinking about no tennis. And Daddy be like, hold on, the way she hit that stick with the ball, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, wait a minute. And I think we have to kind of look at our children and assess things that they wouldn't even be thinking about.
Pal, but you know you hitting on something that listen. All of these people that you talking about right now, all the way from Tiger Woods to Sabrina, well, they haven't done Tigers yet, but Sabrina, Michael Jackson, all of them had the fathers that they turned into the bad guys. But they would have never been who they were without them. It would be no Michael Jackson. It would be no Serena Williams. It would be, none of them would be who they are. Like when you watch Michael, right? The father, after they get through performing, right when they get home, guess what he doing? All right, let's practice.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of other people be like, he's being so mean and he just let them go to sleep. No, he can't let them go to sleep because in his mind, he knows what it's going to take in order to succeed in the world. And his biggest thing that he would do was practice. Michael Jackson, when he go out there, when he made Thriller, they show you a glimpse of how he was. Guess who he was like? Joe Jackson. That Joe go, let's do it again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Pop. No, that's wrong. Let's do it again.
He'll stop something. You off note.
You up?
You know what I'm saying? But I think that when you train your children in excellence, they don't accept anything else. He be like, wait a minute, I don't like the way that sounds.
Yes.
Normally I would have been like, let's run with it.
Yeah.
But he be like,
But see, they frowned upon that now. And that's the thing. Like the stuff that I want to do as a man, they call that toxic. Like we got so many words that to describe who we are that stops us from being our true nature.
Right.
How do we get past that?
I think, and this is what I'm learning. A lot of times, I'm a recovering people pleaser. And I think sometimes we try to please everybody. And I remember growing up, this messed me up. 17 magazine, these different telling 4 ways to be a better girl. 5 ways to get a man. And a lot of times they ain't got a man. They not married. They don't have children, but they get the most advice. And so I think sometimes you got to know your house, know your children, and be like, look, this is what we doing. I know they might not like this or they might not disagree, but we praying in the morning. You know what I'm saying? As for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. This is what we gonna do. Because I know you gonna need God in the years to come.
Yes.
You gonna need some stuff that school don't teach.
Fact.
That if my parents don't teach me,
Favor.
I'm in trouble. And we do what we were taught. The reason I put hot sauce on collard greens is because I was taught that. They good by themselves.
Yes.
But the reason I'm looking for that taste is because I was taught that this goes with that.
Yes.
And think about the stuff you love to eat. You were taught that. You didn't come up and be like, I want fat back and turnip greens. Ain't nobody, The people that eat pig feet, I don't do the pig feet. But people that do pig feet and chitlins,
that's me right there.
that.
That's me right there. I gotta eat that.
They were taught pickle pig feet. They were taught that. And now they have a taste. And if it don't taste like Big Mama, it ain't right.
Yeah.
And so I think we have to teach our children a different taste. So when they get mediocre or something that ain't excellent, they be like, nah, I don't want that.
That's facts.
Yeah.
So, Eddie,
You're.
growing up in Liberty County,
Yep.
I know that you're a PK.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what was
And
it?
a military brat.
Yes, that's a whole
Okay.
different scenario there, Bubba.
Yeah.
So, which side would you say was stricter, the PK part of the parenting or the military part?
Probably the military part.
Okay.
Because both of my parents were military, and then they both became preachers. But the military part of him is what put the work ethic in me, put me to be able to accept getting knocked down, but not accepting not getting back up.
Right.
You know, it taught me the concept of never leave a fallen comrade. So,
That's good.
you know, I would say like cleaning, making sure that's where I get my whole routine. Like if my routine is thrown off, my day is thrown off.
Yeah.
So I always make sure my routine is going the way it is.
Right.
And like I said, that's why when I went into the military, it was so easy for me because I was already trained in it. I was raised in it. So I would definitely say the military part of my parents growing up was probably the more stricter. But they put their military training into the Army training. So, yeah. So I would definitely say probably the military part of everything.
Military.
Yeah.
Well, I do know a lot of things, especially in Liberty County, has changed since we was young.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say that I live right across the street from my bro. Serious.
Okay.
I mean, he's literally right
across the street.
I sold him his house.
Yep.
What?
Matter of fact, when he came to me and said, "Hey, bro, I'm looking for a house," you know what I said? I said, "Look, I already know your house at." All right. I said, "I already know your house at." He was like, "Well, we'll look at some, right?" And it was Sis that was bucking. She was bucking. Bro, Sis was bucking.
She was only bugged because she felt like we didn't involve her in the conversation. But I was
Yeah.
like, I gave you everything you asked me for.
Yeah.
You wanted brick. You wanted
That's what he
a
told me.
room. You wanted everything that you wanted. I gave you plus more.
Yes.
So I already knew what you wanted. But
was-
because I didn't say, hey, do you like this?
Yes.
It was one of those, I ain't choosing that. I was
What's
like, all
going
right,
on,
don't be
Marquita?
hard-headed. You still going to get it, but
Yes.
Yeah.
let's look at something else.
Look, and
so I
we
think
was
we looked at
looking.
one other house.
No, we
One or
looked at two.
Yeah,
It was
two other
two.
houses.
Listen.
She was like, they don't say much to that one. I was like,
Uh-huh. Because what I did is I messed up. I messed up because, I took it, this is my family. I'm just going to show him exactly what he's asking me for. He was like, bro, I want brick. I want this. I want that. I said, bro, I'm going to take you right to the house. First shot, one kill. Right? Took him to that house. I mean, house is beautiful. They're looking around. And then I noticed Tip was like, it's going to be better out there. I was like, oh, man, she ain't feeling the vibe right now. But when she went and looked at them other houses, she was like, okay, that's plastic. I mean, the room size is good, but then that's all. Bro, when they got back, because you had to take them to them and then bring them back to the la la.
Right.
Oh, yeah. She was like, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And that was a smooth process, man. I enjoyed it. They had some ups and downs with getting everything done, but we made it through it,
Yep.
bro.
Oh,
We
that's
certainly
awesome.
made it through it.
yeah, we definitely did.
Now, Pal, what we normally do is we give the kings and queens some encouraging words before we go. And we tell them something that'll help them get through their week, their month, maybe even the year. What is something that you would like to, tell the kings and queens out there to keep them motivated and going?
Oh, to keep them motivated and going. Well, James speaks of something I think is powerful. And I think you were there when I preached about...
Sunday?
Yeah. Was it Sunday? Yeah, I think it's Sunday.
Okay.
And basically say less. James used the imagery of a horse, a ship, and a fire. And what messed me up was he said that it's a bit that controls the whole horse.
On the tongue.
And so we all need a rider because the horse is 1,200 pounds of muscle, but without guidance, you lost. And so you need a rider. And so whenever you accept Christ, you have someone who you are carrying wherever you go,
Yes.
and you're not alone. The ship, no matter the storm, the reason I don't capsize is because I have a captain. And it's important that you have a captain and not just a crew.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that got a crew with no captain.
Facts.
And so he gives us steering ability where he gives us direction because power without direction is dangerous. And so I would just encourage them to keep God first, get to know who God is. And no matter what's the storm or what's the problem, God will bring you through it.
Amen.
Yeah. And like you
Amen.
were saying about the house, it messed me up. Sometimes if you don't end up with Mickey, you're going to get goofy. So, a lot of times people have to see that other houses. You have to show them other houses to see the house they saw was all I needed.
Yes.
And so I hope you don't have to keep seeing houses for you to be assured of the house that you were shown the first time. So I just would encourage people to stop trying to get extra windows. Like,
Yes.
people picking houses for crazy. I like the bathroom, and that's the only reason.
Yeah, the facts.
But it has to be functional for the whole family.
Yes.
And so I would say we should lock on to what we know instead of looking for what we don't know. So
Facts.
yeah.
We're going to go to Socrates, Aristotle.
All right.
Aristotle, King Myers, what does thou haveth for us today?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we've talked a lot about having faith in God, right? But let's break down what faith is, right? Faith is having the courage to face uncertainties, accept the lessons, invest in your purpose, trust the process, and hold on when you can't yet see how everything will work out.
That's it. Wow, that's powerful. I like that.
This Negro here, boy, I swear.
Yeah, I like that. Don't lose your faith.
Don't miss. In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
Come on now.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all something else that don't miss. Brothers and queens. But to my brothers, man, y'all are not alone. On them days that you feel low energy and you feel like, man, what's going to knock down my day to day?
Right.
I need you to reprogram your mind. Now, I'm going to tell you a lot of things that really help, right? And I'm talking to the queens. Queens, when you see your man and he's low energy, don't keep asking him what's wrong. What's wrong with you? You gonna talk to me? Well, that's your fault. You can stay like that. No, man.
Right.
The power of your femininity. You coming up and just saying, hey, baby, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. And just having that sweet energy. You want something? You want something to drink? Touching them. A nice, gentle touch. You don't know what that means sometimes to a man, because we'll be in our thoughts. And you might see that hand slide right beside your arm and just touch your arm for a brief second. And it take you up out of there and it help you realize, that's right, I'm not here alone.
Right. That's good stuff.
Like, if y'all could really understand the power that you have, not only do you birth children, you're a part of birthing families. You're that energy. Like, let's get beside all of this gender. Let's take the world out of it. And let's just see what naturally happens, right? Because a lot of the stuff that y'all see nowadays is forced. They say, oh, you can do everything he can do and you can do. No, man, that's not the way it is. It's not the way it is. When we line up together, especially with what God has already put out before us, he already tells us what it is. He tell you where your rib come from. A rib is a part of your body. Imagine what it happens when it comes together and works as one. That means that all of my negative energy that I see that is negative, you can turn that into positive. I mean, I would go deeper than that because I do my little research.
Yeah, that's good.
And you know, us as men, we got all this aggression. Women can turn that aggression off just like that, man. A feminine woman walks into a room. You out with the fellas, right? Feminine woman walks into the room, we might have been cussing and fussing. You see her walking, oh, excuse me. Oh, why did that change happen? Why did you say, oh man, it's a lady in here? What? Why does that naturally happen? But if you in there with the fellas and a woman coming in cussing and fussing like you like, oh, whatever. There's no respect there, seriously. You see them as, oh, that don't seem like femininity, but let that femininity walk in the room. Let my mama walk in the room.
Right, yeah.
I'm getting right. I'm like, hey, okay.
And I think to what you're saying, to make a difference, you have to be different.
Yes.
And so even when other people are in some kind of mood, I think that you can't match their mood.
Yes.
Sometimes, like the former first lady, she was like, when they go low, you gotta go high. You know what I'm saying? When you call me out my name, when you disrespect me, disrespecting you back ain't gonna change nothing.
No.
But when I treat you like a queen,
Yes.
and I think in every person, they have a king and a queen. Even when the fools start talking, you got to talk to the queen.
Yes,
you got to talk to the king. I know the king ain't talking like he should.
Yeah.
But keep talking to the king. And the king soon will respond
Yes.
to the queen.
Yes.
Because sometimes we forget who we are, who we dealing with. And I think that's important. And heads up, me and my wife doing a podcast called The Wheelhouse.
Okay.
And I'm doing something on the side called the Potter's Press. And I'm just dealing with how the word reshapes how we think and our behavior.
Yes.
So yeah, man, I'm telling you have to be different.
Yes, you got to be different. So to all the kings and queens out there, remember that, man. You got to talk to the person that you know is there. If you seen that king in him, talk to that king, whether the jester is talking or not. And to the men, when you see that rambunctious spirit, that masculinity spirit coming across, talk to the queen, because that queen is in there somewhere. But one thing we got to remember is we got to do it together. Kings, keep your head up. Queens, keep your head up. I love you guys. And always remember, it's your boy, King Conda, the People's Champ, with Pastor Ivory and also King Myers, Aristotle. And we're right.